Charlie, and today on Munching Around Milwaukee, my guest is Chef Austin Vetter. Austin,
how you doing?
Great to see you again.
Yeah, good to see you. Thank you.
So Austin is the owner of Fresh Chef Meal Prep here in Milwaukee, a home delivery service, which you can talk a little bit about in just a second. Also, just opened up a cafe, Fresh Chef Cafe,
yes,
in West Allis in Summit Place. So,
yes.
Congratulations. How long's that been open?
A little bit over a month now.
A month.
Yeah.
So, Austin's becoming a mega food person stuff. Amazing. The food's amazing. So, I want to thank Austin. Austin is the sponsor of our show here. Fresh Chef Meal Prep is our sponsor. I will have this up on the screen for everybody. QR code you can copy, and then the food
is into it. Yeah,
the food that Austin brings is great. So before we start, I have a gift for you, which is one of our little tote bags.
Awesome.
So when you're out at 100 Acre Farm getting basil and
exactly basil and pesto, and absolutely. Thank you. This is awesome. Yeah, thank you.
So Austin has brought some food. So I'm going to show it to the camera, and instead of me just reading a list of things, Austin is going to explain what they are.
Absolutely.
Austin, what we got here?
So this week, our menu changes weekly. So we always have a different menu. So this week we featured chicken marsala with roasted Yukon gold potatoes and blanched green beans.
Yum.
Gluten-free, of course.
All right, so that's one.
Yep. And then the next one was kind of inspired State Fair a couple summers ago, and we just kind of kept it rotated on the menu. It's the loaded potato chili bowl with pico de gallo, shredded cheddar cheese, and sour cream. So it's always a fan favorite when that's on the menu, especially with it being wintertime. Chili just kind of explodes with us.
And then
I brought some actual chili.
Yeah.
Beef and pork chili, spices, simmered for about a couple hours. Really good.
So we'll pass that when the guests arrive. And you're saying you had a chili competition.
Yeah. My manager Letty, she's the soup queen and she loves making soups, but she couldn't make it this weekend, so I made it, and she said it's pretty good, but it's more for. She said it's pretty good. It's more for hot dogs. So.
I'll slap something.
Yeah, right.
All right, and so our last dish.
And then our last dish is the cacio pepe, which translates to cheese and pepper in Italian. We added some grilled chicken to it, and it's served with blanched broccoli and spaghetti noodles.
All right. Well, Austin, you are the guest, so why don't you go ahead and start. And while you're serving up, why don't you tell us a little bit about Fresh Chef, and that there's no subscription needed and ordering and that type of thing.
Yeah, so we're a e-commerce ordering platform. We have a different menu that comes out every Friday, and then you have until the following Thursday to place your order. We always have a different menu every single week. We have 5 to 6 different menu items that you get to choose from, and then we also have our staple items, which is our bulk items, where you can order components by the pound. So if you like the broccoli, you can order broccoli by the pound, chicken, pasta, potatoes, etc. And then no subscription base. There's no minimum for ordering. So if you need 4 meals one week and then you're a little bit busier and you need 6 meals the next week, we can definitely deliver that too.
All right.
So our delivery range is 75 miles from Milwaukee. So anything within that circle, all the way up to Belgium. What's the next one down? Racine area, Oconomowoc area. Anything within that circle, we deliver to.
75 miles. Wow.
Yeah.
That is a lot of miles. All right. And if you want some chili, you made the chili.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna. I'm gonna have some. Yeah.
All right. So let's get into it. So you're born and raised here in Milwaukee. Let's talk a little bit about your growing up years.
Yeah. So born and raised here in Milwaukee. I grew up in Glendale. I went to Nicolay High School. I graduated in 2009, and my pops was always the type of guy.
Babe in the woods here.
Yeah, right. My pops was always the type of guy. If you want something, you got to work for it. So when I turned 15, I walked up to Taco Bell and I got a job. And I loved it. I loved the rush of it, and it was a really good experience for me as a teenager because it taught me responsibility, sense of urgency. It taught me the systems and stuff like that. So that was a really good experience.
So you work for, I know you spent most of your young adult life working in the food and hospitality business. So talk a little bit about some of the places that you got your start in and learning different parts of the industry.
So started off at Taco Bell. I got fired from Taco Bell because I decided to go up north one weekend. So I was just a young teenager. And then I went on to Boston Market. And then Boston Market was where I learned to truss and butcher chicken.
Wow.
So that was a pretty cool experience. Boston Market, at the time, they were making their pot pie mix from scratch. They were steaming their vegetables, making their compound butters, things as such. So Boston Market was very hands-on in with how to make the food, following standardized recipes. And then from Boston Market, I turned 18, and I got my first restaurant/kitchen job at Bravo in Bayshore. And so I started off as does he need help? He's good. So I started off as dishwasher at Bravo in Bayshore, and in high school, and I really wanted to work on the line. So as a dishwasher on the slower nights, like say Sundays, I would go on the line with the cooks, and I would ask them if they needed anything. What can I do? And they would just kind of show me the dishes per se, right? So then I just kind of proved myself to my manager, and then I was able to work my way up to a full-time line cook.
We're feeding Tom now.
Yeah. Hey, Tom. How you doing?
This is Austin. It's Tom.
So I was nice to meet you. Yeah.
And there's some chili right there, Tom.
Up south, please. Yeah, warm up some chili. So I was able to work myself up to a full-time line cook at Bravo, and it was the worst decision I made because it was like the first night by myself. I was like, what did I get myself into?
You were by yourself on the line?
I was on that particular station.
Gotcha.
So I was like, what did I get myself into? But then I learned from there, and I kind of picked out the hardest worker in the room, and I just learned from him. And I've just persistently became better at doing what I was doing. So, I mean, working through Bravo, and then working my way up as a cook, and then went from Bravo to Sprecker's Pub in Bayshore. So I spent most of my career at Bayshore. And so I was working at Sprecker's Pub for a little bit. I worked up to a manager there. Sprecker's closed down, and then I went on to the Bavarian Beer House. And then from the Bavarian Beer House is when I found out that I was having my first child, and then I needed that. So then I went to DanDan to go work a little.
Well, let's back up. We'll talk about DanDan in a minute, because that's being with the big boys.
Yep.
So tell us a little. I did mean to ask you. Tell me a little about your family.
So it's me and my wife Maria. We're a blended family. We have 6 kids together. So
yikes.
We both had 2 children in our previous relationship, and so
that's a serious zone defense you got to play.
Yeah, right. It's a fun house, and it's all boys. I mean, my daughter's the oldest, so she's 16, and then there's Callan, Everett, Liam, RJ, and then our baby, which is Luke. He's 9 months now. So
wow. So 6. I didn't have any idea you had 6 kids.
Yeah, busy household, and it's always something with them.
No wonder you work so hard.
Yeah, right.
All right, so let's talk about DanDan. So like 2016, you, like I said, you moved with the big boys. You start to work for your first celebrity chef.
Yeah.
Dan Jacobs and Dan Van Wright. DanDan. So talk about opening up DanDan, which is right
I
across
was.
the street.
I mean, I got sick of the corporate world for a little bit, and I just kind of wanted to learn. I never really had a mentor in the kitchen per se. It was always just like self-taught. But I wanted to work under a mentor and work under the Milwaukee chefs, and heard about DanDan opening up, and I went in and I had an interview with Jacobs, and they hired me pretty much on the spot, and I went in there, and they saw how good I was, and they promoted me to like a supervisor, and I really appreciated my time with them because I was able to step away from the corporate side and get more involved into the creative side. And I really appreciated Jacobs and Van Wright. They always went to the farmers market here in West Allis, and they always picked up fresh produce, and they integrated that into their menu. So I was able to learn a lot from them. through that and the creative side, and just always taking notes down. And I've learned a little bit how to delegate through them too, because I wasn't really much of a delegator either. But Jacobs, I mean, I mean, when he needed something done, he'd tell you. He wouldn't hesitate to tell you. So, and then, so yeah, it was just more of the creative side that I was exposed to, and I just kind of learned how they worked and how they delegate with their staff and employees.
So I know somewhere you were with the Lowlands group, Cafe Hollander. So was that that was after?
That was after DanDan.
Okay.
So that was when I found out we're having my first boy, Liam, and so then I needed to leave more of that independent restaurant and then go more into the corporate again. Just because we needed the money and just needed the money to support the family.
Sure.
And so then that's when I went to Lowlands Group, and then that's when I was able to learn more about the corporate style and the high volume restaurants, and just working night and day and sacrificing a lot for my career, and that's what kind of led me into opening up Fresh Chef.
So talk about that, because that was a small step to start your own thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not at the level you are today, because I think you can talk about how much you're serving now. But so talk about just the beginning and how it.
Yeah. So the Fresh Chef brand started in 2016. That was more through social media. So during my time at Sprecher, I was a younger kid as a manager, so no one really respected me. So I was dealing with a lot. And on came anxiety and stress and weight gain and all that stuff. So I was dealing with a lot of adversity at that time. And so I turned to the more holistic approach. So I started sharing my meal prep on social media. And a lot of people were just kind of encouraging me, hey, I would buy those meals and whatnot. And I didn't know where to start to run a business. I never even knew. And over the years past, I lost 75 pounds through my meal prep, and it doesn't look like it now, but 2 babies later and COVID, you gain it all back. But I'm honestly the happiest I've ever been, body image wise. But people were encouraging me to open up a business. And then while I was working through Cafe Hollander, again, I was working 70 hours a week, spending time away from my family. And I just kind of got sick of it. And so I put a Fresh Chef menu on Facebook. And from then, which was July of 2019, I've never stopped.
So tell the number of meals that you started at the beginning and where you are today.
Sure. So one employee when I started, myself. I was working at Hollander full-time and doing Fresh Chef part-time every Sunday. And so monthly or weekly, I was doing just, maybe 20, 30 meals. So monthly starting out, I started out at, 60 to 80 meals a month, up to 100 meals a month. And then we had a piece written about us in the Sentinel back in 2020, beginning of 2020. And that brought up our meals like 300 a month. And then once COVID came around, because I was working part-time with my buddy Adam at the time, we could talk about that too. We closed down that restaurant, and then COVID happened, and I was able to focus on the meal prep side, getting systems lined up, recipes lined up. And so then I was able to scale monthly from 300 meals a month to now in our peak season, we're doing about 10 to 11,000 meals a month.
So somewhere in there, you went to work for your second celebrity chef.
Yeah. All right.
Adam Pawlak.
Yeah, really good friend of mine.
So yeah, Adam is like I said, he was a celebrity chef, but he's egg and flour. So how I know you were there kind of at the beginning, correct?
Yeah. So I was when I was doing Fresh Chef part time, and I was just had a part time job between Lowlands Group and Egg and Flour. And Adam called me and said, "Hey, I'm opening up my second location in Bayview. Do you want to be my?"
He was in the collective.
Mm-hmm. He was in the collective. Yeah. He said he was opening up a second location in Bayview. He's like, "Do you want to be my general manager?" And I said, "Yeah, absolutely." Fresh Chef was just kind of steady. It wasn't really busy or anything that I should have, really focused on. And so, I went to go work full time with him as a general manager, opening up his Bayview restaurant. And we were open 1 week. And then COVID happened, and then that's when everything just shut down.
Right.
And so I was out of a job, but I was still working Fresh Chef, and then that just kind of forced me to focus on Fresh Chef and really create the brand.
Right. So you didn't get to the number where you are today.
Today, yeah, like today, as in monthly.
Yeah. What's your monthly
Meals?
You were at
Sales wise,
you were at 100. No.
No,
Meals that you
month.
out the door.
Yeah, so monthly in our peak season, which is now, we're doing about 10,000 meals a month.
Okay.
So
It's a little something something.
we're doing about 150 to almost 200 deliveries a week in the Milwaukee / surrounding areas. So
I mean the growth that you have undertaken, some of it was certainly not planned. Nobody planned for COVID, but it probably, if I'm reading into it, it was a positive because you were delivering meals and people weren't going out, so they could just order it, and then there it was.
Yeah, I mean, it was. I'm very grateful on how it happened. Throughout COVID, we were just able to focus on our systems and stuff like that. I mean, I never thought it would come to this point. I mean, I'm very grateful on how it happened, and it was. I just kind of figured everything out as I went.
Yeah,
so
it's not a bad thing.
No.
So somewhere, this year, we talked about this a little bit, but you started Fresh Chef Cafe in West Allis. So tell a story about how that came about.
Yeah. So
and can you pass me the pasta, please?
Yeah, absolutely. So I honestly never planned on opening a brick and mortar / restaurant. I really enjoyed what we were doing at Fresh Chef, but one of our loyal customers, who orders from us, he's the electrician of the building that we're in. And he just approached me back in January and said, "Hey, we have an opportunity for you. Would you like to come by and take a tour?" So I come by and took a tour, and it is in the...
What time frame is this?
This was back in January of this year.
January of this year, okay.
Yeah, January of this year. And I went to go take a tour, and they told me the hours that they needed to be open, which is Monday through Friday, 8 to 2. And we're basically an enemy of the building where we're helping them feed the tenants that are in the building. So there's about 90 tenants in the building, and there's about maybe 1,200 to 1,300 people in that building daily. Mondays and Fridays are a little bit soft because people still have the opportunity to work from home. But Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, that's when everything is all hands on deck, getting everything ready for lunch and breakfast. And then we just introduced DoorDash and Uber Eats too with our cafe.
Wow. So what's your normal work schedule? Is you have the cafe Monday? You're in every day in the cafe?
Yeah, Monday through Friday. Yeah.
All right, and then you're at the Fresh Chef meal prep over the weekend.
Yes.
So just a 7-day week?
For me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's not. Well, I'm the type of owner where I work 25 to 30 days straight, and then I'll take 4 to 5 days off. Just because that's just like my schedule and how I like it.
What's your normal over a weekend when you're putting together with your staff 10,000, and that, well, I guess it'd be about 2,500,
22 to 2,300 a week. So like Thursdays, all your orders have to be placed by Thursday. I pull the reports, I pull the numbers, and those reports tell me exactly what I need to make and how much I need to order. Put those orders through. Friday, everything comes to the meal prep kitchen because we have 2 separate locations. And then between Friday and Saturday and Sunday is when we start. Friday and Saturday is when we prepare. Saturday is when we cook everything. And then we cool everything down overnight Saturday. And then Sunday, we have an assembly line of all the meals. And we just weigh everything out individually. So each meal has a standardized recipe where proteins are 5 ounces, starches are 4 ounces, veggies are 3 ounces. And then so everything is just placed or sauced differently. But everything is cooked the same. So we always cook the chicken the same. We always cook the potatoes the same. We always cook the green beans the same. It's all standardized recipe across, but it's just all plated differently. Right. And there's a different sauce with each meal.
Well, I don't want to speak for Tom. Tom can speak for himself.
That plate, there's no more on that plate.
Well, he's got his mouth full. But no, in my opinion, with the food that you have provided over the course of this year, the seasoning on it is always right on. It's not too hot. It's not
Right.
underseasoned. It's perfectly seasoned is trite, but it's well seasoned and tasty. And you're not saying, even though we have salt and pepper on the table, no one's using it.
Yeah. That all came with trial and error.
Uh-huh.
That all comes with experience. I have a really fantastic manager, Letty. She holds down the Fresh Chef meal prep kitchen, and I'm alongside her. And her and I both have over 30 years experience combined in the kitchens. She does a fantastic job. I've learned a lot from her. She's learned a lot from me, and we make a really good team. And that's why, I built this business on quality, and that's why you have quality fresh meals delivered
I
weekly.
mean, it's the broccoli, green as green can be.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. The chicken is perfectly done. The toppings and the seasonings that go with it, to me, it's very good. So
Yeah, we want to have that restaurant experience, but I mean, we also create meals that you can, you can cook at home, but you don't have time to. So that's the purpose of Fresh Chef.
and how many employees are you up to now?
We have 28 employees.
28. Wow. And and that includes the cafe.
That includes the cafe and our delivery drivers.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how many delivery drivers do you have?
We have 13.
Wow.
13 delivery drivers.
You have a relationship, partnership, working together with 100 Acre, Chris Corkery,
Yeah.
been on the show. So talk about that, because and I'll tell you just a quick story on that. So Chris, when he was on the show, he talked about what they do with a largest hydroponic farm in Wisconsin. And he said they are more expensive than everybody, but restaurants don't throw stuff away.
You can't find better quality than what he has. I mean,
So we had a dinner party last night, and I needed basil, so I bought basil a couple days ago.
it's already
Yeah,
Went to
it was
shit, yeah.
black, and it was just wilted and stuff. I said, okay, I got to go to Outpost. I went to Outpost and got some 100 Acre basil, and it's amazing, and it just it's green as the grass. It's strong. It's not wilted, and it just works. And it's sitting in my fridge, and
it's still there. Yeah,
Right.
nice and green.
so talk about that relationship.
Yeah, so Chris, he moved to Milwaukee from New York in 2021, and him and I met later that year. He actually reached out to us on Instagram and wanted to do a partnership because he saw our meal delivery program, and so we started buying his salad mix from him for our meals, and I was one of his first customers. Retail or restaurant wise, he had to get another restaurant that he was working with. And him and I just kind of clicked together and just shared really, similar stories about adversity and coming up and stuff like that. And he came up to me. He's like, "Hey, I have all of this basil. Do you want to make a pesto?" And I was like, "Yeah, why not?" I mean, I love condiments. I'm a sauce guy, and before that I've probably made pesto maybe once or twice in my life. So he kind of gave me a challenge, and he just started dumping this basil at our kitchen, and I just developed a recipe. Fast forward now, we're selling pesto retail. Wise,
in Metro Market?
Metro Market Outposts. We have the Brookfield Farmers Market. They have a walk-in where you can go and purchase products from different local vendors. So I mean, it's been a good journey with him.
I don't want to tell any trade secrets, but he was giving the stuff away at 333.
Oh, I'm sure he was. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
had a walk through for Third Ward Association had people come over, and his stuff was there.
I mean, it's a phenomenal product. I mean, it's great. I mean, I think it was about a year we spent developing that product just to get it to where it is consistency wise. I mean, traditional pesto is more oily and more dingy. Because a lot of conventional pesto is used with dried basil,
Right.
whereas our basil is used fresh basil. I mean, he harvests everything on Monday. He has it to us Tuesday afternoon.
Wow.
So I mean, it's that fresh, and then it gets all broken down and processed down. Me is the pesto manager. She does a phenomenal job. So she handles that. And
Is that on her resume, pesto manager?
she is, well, it's technically the pesto queen.
Ah.
So yeah, I taught her how to do it, and she does a great job.
Well, I have one in my freezer.
Okay.
You brought some when
Tastes
you were
very
here,
well, yeah.
which reminds me, you've been here twice, which means you're one appearance away from becoming part of the Three Timers Club.
Oh,
So,
nice.
yeah. So,
Well, when we open up our new concept, wink, wink, we could talk about that.
um, I would love that. And you're welcome here, of course, anytime. Appreciate the the food that comes in. Every time. So, last question I have for you. Um, I don't know how germane it is since you work 24/7, 365, but where are the places you like to go in town? To relax, and
Yeah, yeah.
everybody has different places that they.
I moved out to Cedarburg a couple of years ago, so
Right.
I don't come down to Milwaukee as much as I should. And with having 6 kids, we do cook at home a lot. But when my wife and I do have time to come down here, even on my spare time during the day, I do like to go to Valentine Coffee, Collectivo Coffee, those shops during the day. At night, one of my favorites was probably Bavette.
Oh yeah.
My wife really liked Bavette because she doesn't really have the palate of like I do. So like exposing her into that type of cuisine and different items like that, she really appreciated. And then there's Saffron.
Yeah.
I've been to Saffron a couple times. Amazing.
Yeah.
I haven't been to Birch, which is on my list. Wolfie's, I've been to. Sweet
Oh, yeah.
Diner, I've been to. So.
Well, good for you.
Really
You go to-
really good places to
Go
go
up to
to.
Il Ritrovo.
I have not yet. No.
That's on the
No.
other way up.
No, what is it? The Doner Kebab just opened up on East Capitol.
Yes.
So
there
I'm
was
probably going to go there after this.
That was in the paper today.
Yeah. So,
I want to double check that. So, anyway,
yeah.
Austin,
Yeah, thank you
Thanks
so
so
much.
much.
Yeah, I really appreciate
I
it.
appreciate you.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just I appreciate the sponsorship. I appreciate the friendship. I always appreciate the food.
Yeah,
Let's be
yeah,
serious.
yeah.
But it's been good for us to be able to feed the masses, which is today Tom. But it's
you, Tom.
we appreciate all you do, and best of luck with Fresh Chef. Thanks so much for supporting Munching Around Milwaukee. Each week we talk to one of our local chefs, restaurateurs, foodies, or food influencers about the great, vibrant food scene we have here in Milwaukee. So until next time, and maybe it'll be a Three Timers Club for Austin. Thanks for watching.
Thank you. Bye-bye.